fuck remote controller, man? What the fuck, nigga? It's PlayStation music. That's the mixtape, PlayStation music. 1110 music. Yeah. Where you at? Look, you rap niggas is orphans. That's about an abortion. My all-time girl is like Serena and Jordan. And the rhymes is mean and pristine like libraries. Bitches keep playing what I think Marion, but I'm thinking gazing. Bitch, you so crazy. Fully coolly is that king, and I do that thing, and I'm cold. Walking on the clouds, walking on the moon. Goddamn, I saw hair strong like Samson. Goddamn, bring me Samson. I wanna smoke weed, wanna get high with my drink. Please don't think, girl at the pearl at the pearl. Look, diamond at the diamond. Look, choke it like a hammer, and I cool, and them motherfuckers know my rhyme be off the top. They can't stop my flow. Fully coolly, that dude, I'm the king. Cooper nigga with the fuck.
Hello. Okay, you sound really tired, dude. Okay. Okay, we'll try. Yeah. Okay. Okay, done. We'll do that then. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So we stop for two cards then. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Yeah. I'm actually just looking. Okay. Okay. Am I live? Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Welcome, guys. Welcome to phase two of the auction. As I can see a number of players saying that they are ready. So let me just check and confirm if all the teams are ready at this moment. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay. We've got HC says they are ready. We've got MAL saying they are ready. DIB says they are ready. RFC says they are ready. Arjun from IDM says he's ready. Uncle is ready. Uncle is ready. Uncle is ready. So that leaves us with APS. Have also said they are ready. So we have BKR. We need somebody from BKR to say they are ready. Guys, anybody from BKR? Can we have somebody from BKR to say they are ready? Otherwise, every single team is ready except for BKR. That is Rohan Parekh, Jajit, and Puru. Is any of these three ready at this current moment? As you can see, all the team lists are going up. This includes all the release players. I think you guys obviously have given out the players and you know who you want. So this is going to be very exciting. Well, as Janu said, we've got 62 players to go through. So best of luck, guys. Best of luck. Still waiting for one member of BKR to come in. Could they please come in and write ready? Only then shall we be able to start the auction. Okay. Still can't find anybody in BKR online on the stream. That's Puru, Jajit, and Rohan Parekh. Jajit was online on the main group a couple of minutes ago. Um, Puru is online. Yash is saying Puru is online. So can we have him come on the stream, please? Can we have him on the stream, please? Can we have anybody from BKR on the stream? That's the fourth time I'm saying it, guys. Can somebody give Jajit a call? Anybody in Mumbai? Just give Jajit a call, please. Can somebody just call? We're waiting for them. It's 5 o'clock over here, but it's 10:30 for the majority of guys on this group. Want to complete as much as possible. The guy who's made it. BK is ready. Okay, fine. BK is ready, Janusz. We can start off with our first player. Yeah. BK says we're ready. We can start off with the first player of phase two of this auction. Thank you, Puru. Thank you for coming in. As you can see, we can see the money in the wallet. We go on with our first player now, guys. Do I see a bid for Kasper Schmeichel? One of you did want Kasper Schmeichel in it. Bhargav Gopal, we've got an opening bid from Uncle. The first bid of phase two comes from Uncle. That's brilliant. 1 million. We've got a 1 million bid for Kasper Schmeichel. Do I see a 1.2 million bid for Kasper Schmeichel of Leicester City? I do not see any other bids except for the first bid from Uncle at base price 1 million for Kasper Schmeichel. Do I see a 1.2? Do I see a 1.2 from anywhere? Seconds are going on the clock, guys. Do we have anything else except for a 1 million?
4, 3, 2, 1, and the player is sold.
The player is sold to Kasper Schmeichel of YMZ. Thank you, Bhargav. He goes to YMZ for 1 million. That was the first player of our phase two auction. Well done, Bhargav. Well done. Good command. Good command. And so that was our first player. Neil, a bit late there. Expected a bit faster from you from next time. There you go. Okay, we have a 0.5 million bid from Aubameyang. We've got a 0.5 million bid for Pope. For Pope, 79 rated Pope from Burnley. We have a 0.5 from Aubameyang. The starting bid of 0.5 from Aubameyang. Do I see a 0.6 for Nick Pope? Do I see a 0.6 million for Nick Pope? Yes, I do. Thank you, Arjun. Arjun comes in with 0.6 million for Nick Pope. Do I see a 0.7 from Aubameyang? Do I see a 0.7 from anybody? The player is 0.6 for Arjun at this current moment. 0.6 million for Nick Pope is the current bid. We got a 0.7 from Aubameyang. Got a 0.7 from Aubameyang. Do I see a 0.8 from Arjun or from anybody else? Because the bid's currently at 0.7 for Nick Pope. We're still at 0.7. Do we have a 0.8 for Nick Pope of Burnley? Top of the Premier League charts
5,
right now, of course.
4,
Cheats.
3, 2, 1, and the player is sold.
The Nick Pope is sold to MAL for 0.7 million. For 0.7 million. Okay, that's two down. That is two down from our slot one keepers. Okay, do I have a bid for our next keeper? Do I have a bid for our next keeper? Neto, Barcelona's second keeper. Do I have a bid? Yes, I do. Arjun is coming with 1 million. Arjun is coming with 1 million. Do I have a bid for 1.2? Arjun's gonna get him at his base of 1. Arjun will get him at his base at 1 if I don't see a 1.2 million in our live chat. Do I see a 1.2? Do I see a 1.2?
10,
Still don't see. Yeah, thank you, Jonas. Okay. Still don't see a bid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Neto is sold to Arjun of IDM for 1 million. Neto is sold to Arjun for 1 million. Thank you, Arjun. Thank you, Arjun. All three of our first players have been sold. Good to see. Good to see, guys. Do I have a bid for our next keeper? Yes, I do. Yash Shah is coming with 1 million for Kailan Navas. That is the first bid for 87 rated Kailan Navas. 1 million from Yash Shah. Do I have a 1.2 from somewhere? Do I get a 1.2 from somewhere for Kailan Navas? PSG first keeper. PSG first keeper. A 90 dive rate. Pretty good there. 87 rated. I have a 1. Do I get a 1.2? Do I get a 1.2 from somewhere? 10 seconds to go. Still don't see a 1.2 from anybody. It still stays with Yash Shah
5,
at 1
4,
million.
3, 2, 1.
Kailan Navas is sold to RFC for 1 million. RFC get Kailan Navas for 1 million. Well done there, Yash. A very good 10. 87 rated keeper for 1 million. Well done. Okay, do we have a bid for our next player? Do we have a bid for our next player, Bird Leno from Arsenal? I'm looking at Neil Shaw when I say this. Bird Leno from Arsenal. Do we have a bid of 1 million for Bird Leno? Do we have a bid for Bird Leno or does he go unsold? Do we have a bid for Bird Leno? The clock is running. Do we have a bid for Bird Leno? I do not see any bids for Bird Leno. Still no bids for Bird Leno. Bird Leno goes unsold. Now that is a surprising change of events. Bird Leno goes unsold. Thank you, Neil Chai. I think you're absolutely right there. Bird Leno goes unsold in phase 2 of the auction. Do we have a bid for our next? I guess we do. Yash Shah's coming with 0.5. Thank you, Yash. This is Lafont. Player I actually personally haven't heard of before. I'm very sorry about that. But Yash Shah coming in with 0.5. Do we have a 0.6 for Lafont? Do you have a 0.6 for Lafont? Good reflexes, as I can see some good reflexes there. Do we have a 0.6? Or will the player go again to RFC for 0.5 million?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the player Lafont will go to RFC for 0.5 million. Thank you, Yash Shah, for buying yet another goalkeeper. You've got two goalkeepers done. Okay, do I have a bid for our next player? Do I have a bid? Yes, I do. Ninad starts at 0.5. This is Guaita from Crystal Palace. Nina has come in with a 0.5. Do I see a 0.6 from somebody? It's currently with Nina, that's 0.5 for Guaita from at Crystal Palace. Do I have a 0.6 bid? Do I have a 0.6 bid for the player? I still don't see a 0.6 bid for the player. Do I see a 0.6 or does it go to Nina that's 0.5?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So
And the player is sold to HC for 0.5 million. Player is sold to HC for 0.5 million. Guaita. Six goalkeepers to go. We have six goalkeepers to go. Okay, do we have our next player? Do we have a bid for our next player? Do we have a bid for Donnarumma? 85 rated player from AC Milan, future Italy goalkeeper. Actually, current Italy goalkeeper, you could say. Do I have a 1 million bid for Donnarumma? Do I have a bid for Donnarumma? Jishnu started with 1 million for Donnarumma. Thank you, Jishnu. Jishnu started with 1 million. Do I have a 1.2? Do I have a 1.2? I still don't see a 1.2. I only see
5,
Jishnu's 1
4,
million. Like,
3, 2, 1. Sold.
and Donnarumma will go to APS for 1 million. Confirmed. We'll go to APS for 1 million Donnarumma, guys. Do I see a bid for the next player? Do I see a bid for our next player? I still don't see a bid for Dortmund's Burki. I still don't see a. I don't see a bid for Burki, guys. I do not see a bid for Burki. Do we have a bid for Burki? And we do not have a bid for Burki. He, like Bird Leno, goes unsold. Do we have a bid for our next goalkeeper? Ariola, second goalkeeper for Real Madrid, obviously came from PSG on loan. Do we have a bid for Ariola? He's 83 rated now in the game. I can confirm that. Well, not exactly, but I think he's 83 rated. Do we have a bid for Ariola? Do we have a bid for Ariola? I am seeing no bids. I can only see just. And Ariola also goes unsold. Okay. Thank you, Ninad, for that very useless piece of wisdom. Thank you so much. Didn't actually need to know that at all. Okay. We move on to our next player. Do I see a bid for our next goalkeeper? Do I see a bid for Szczesny? Do I see a bid for Juventus number one, Szczesny? was Nakshesh Chesney, also from Arsenal. Do I see a bid for Chesney? Chesney, any bids for Chesney? Juventus' top keeper. Okay, Arjun says he's not going to bid for Chesney. And Chesney goes unsold, our third consecutive keeper unsold. I thought it was good to mention that, Neil, since you're on the group. Obviously, it's nice. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay. Okay, we can move on to the next keeper. Two more keepers left, as you can see. Two keepers left. I still see no bids. I still see no bids. I don't expect to see any bids. It'd be nice to see a bid. But do we have a bid for our next player? Some good reflexes there if you see the card. 87 reflexes. Handling also above 80. He is unsold once again. And last but not the least, Sirigu is coming up. Do I see a bid for Sirigu coming? No, I don't. Still need to do all that, guys. Thank you for that piece of information, but the player will go unsold. Just Sirigu, is he gonna go unsold? Looks like that. And he is unsold. So that is the end of phase one. Actually, pool one of our phase two. We will now move on to pool two straight away. I don't think we actually need a break. Jonas, let's complete that. Then you can take that 5-7 minute break for the next one. How about? So I think if everybody's online, we can continue with phase two, slot two at this current moment. Because the keepers did go pretty fast. So I don't think you guys actually need a break. So we can move on straight to phase two, slot two, where it might just start to get a bit interesting. Hope you all have seen your money in the wallet. You will see the players available. And our first player is Quincy Promes. He was unsold. He's been brought back into this auction. Do I see... What's up? Sold and then released. Okay, sorry about that. He was sold and then released. Do I see a 1 million for Quincy Promes? Do I see a 1 million for this player? I don't think I cannot see anything at this current moment. Left winger, 82 rated, Quincy Promes. Some brilliant pace stats there, guys. 91, playing for Ajax, doing really well for Ajax at this current moment. Do I see a 1 million bid? Unfortunately, we do not see any bid for the player. So even though he was released, he will not be brought back at all. Thank you, guys. Unsold. Quincy Promes unsold. So as you can see, now you can see the list of all the players who've been brought back or released or sold again. These are some of the players you mentioned. We can go on straight to the next player. Do I have a bid for our next player? Do I have a bid for our next player? Yes, we do. Puru Verma coming in for 0.5 for Origi. Of course you do. Puru Verma coming in with 0.5 bid made quickly. Thank you. Brilliant analogy there. Do I see a 0.6 for Origi? Why don't I see Jayajit in this chat? Of course I can't see Jayajit in this chat. Origi, anybody going for 0.6? Do I see a 0.6? Will Jajit team come with 0.6?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold.
Okay, he is sold to Puru Verma or of BKR for 0.5 base price. Daniel Origi will go to BKR for 0.5 million. Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. So Jaji's got Origi. He'll be so happy about that. Okay, let's move on to the next player. Do I see a bid for our next player? Do I see a bid for our next player? Mr. Tony Marshall, somebody who came from France. The English press said he had no chance. 50 million down the drain as Tony
5,
Marshall scores again.
4,
We got 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, unsold.
He's unsold. Oh dear. Tony Marshall goes unsold. I got even Janusz to laugh a bit. So we're going good. We're going good. Tony Marshall will not go to any team as of now. He is unsold. Yes, Tony Marshall will go back to France for the time being. Well, stay at hotel. Thank you. Well done. Good one. Very good one there. Okay. Will we see a bid for the next player? Can we see an opening bid? I can't see an opening bid for Riyad Mahrez, the right winger from Manchester City. Oh, actually, I do. Ninad has come in with 1 million. Thank you, Ninad. We've got a 1 million bid from Ninad for Riyad Mahrez. Do I see a 1.2 from anybody? From Manchester City. Good dribbling skills over there. Do I see a 1.2 from anybody? Do I see a 1.2? Or does he go to HC for 1 million? Oh, okay, thank you. I got a 1.2. There you go. Yash Shah coming with 1.2 for Riyad Mahrez. Ninad, will you respond with a 1.4? The current bids with Yash Shah at 1.2. Do I see a 1.4 from Ninad? Or from anybody else? Would they like to come in with a 1.4 million bid? Ninad can't. Okay, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. HC Ninad cannot go to 1.4. So the bid stays at Yash Shah for 1.2.
5,
Does any other team?
4, 3, 2, 1, sold.
Okay, was going to say that there was no other bid. There is no other bid. The player does go to Yash Shah at RFC for 1.2 million. A very good signing there, Riyad Mahrez, right winger. Great signing there for the Shahs. Okay, we move on to our next player. Bid for our next bid for Icardi, striker at PSG. Has been doing pretty well ever since he left from Inter. Has a good shot. 80. My voice is breaking again. Okay, awfully sorry there. We got a 1 million bid from Rohan Dash for Icardi. Got a starting bid at 1 million for Rohan Dash from DIB. Do I see a 1.2 from anybody, guys? Do I see a 1.2 from anybody for Icardi? I still do not see any bids for Icardi at one. At one is the only bid I have. Rowan Dash at 1 million is the only
5,
bid I can see.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So no other bids for Icardi. The striker will go to DIB. Sorry, Bhargav, you came again late after Janusz had finished off the timer. Icardi will go to DIB for his base price of 1 million. Well, you have to be quick here, uncle. You have to be quick, uncle. What is this? Okay, do we have a bid for the next player? Yes, we do. Abhiyal Chaudhary starts for 1 for the snake. The snake is available. Jishnu Srivastava with 1.2. Well, 1.2 million bid from Jishnu Srivastava for the big snake. Angel Di Maria from PSG. 1.2 from Jishnu. 1.4 from Abhiyank. There you go. We got some competition going on. Abhiyank Chaudhary at 1.4 for the snake. The snake is suddenly very, very wanted. 1.4 from Abhiyank. Do I see a 1.6 from Jishnu? Do I see a 1.6 from Jishnu? Or from anybody else? The plastic 1.6 from Jishnu. Thank you. I got a 1.6 from Jishnu for Angel Di Maria. 1.8 from Abhiyang. Thank you, Abhiyang. 1.8 from Abhiyang Chaudhary. Do I see a 2 million? Do I see a 2 million, or the player at this moment stays at 1.8 with Abhiyang Chaudhary from the team MAL? $15 left, less than 15 seconds left, guys. 1.8 is the current bid for Angel Di Maria. We got a new bid from Bhargav who's coming with 2. The next bid has to be 2.5. The new bid has to be 2.5 for the player. Bhargav Gopal with 2 has the current bid for the snake Angel Di Maria. Do I see a 2.5? Do I see a 2.5? Yasha, you came in after Bhargav. You have to bid 2.5 if you want the player.
4, 3, 2, 1. Sold.
And player is sold to YMZ for 2 million. Uncle gets his player after going late to. He gets his player from PSG as he wanted from beforehand. As you can see, finished off with the first row. Now we're gonna go to the second row and some big names there. We got Abhiyang Chaudhary coming in with 1 million for Coutinho. We got Abhiyang Chaudhary starting at 1 million for Philip Coutinho. We got Jishnu Srivastava with a 1.2. Jishnu Srivastava coming in with 1.2 million. Do I have a 1.4? Yes, I do. Okay, we got a 1.6 from got a 1.6 from Jishnu Srivastava. Do I have a 1.8 for Philip Coutinho? Do I have a 1.8 for Philip Coutinho? $1.8 from Abhiyang. Thank you, Abhiyang. A 1.8 from Abhiyang is the current bid. Current bid for 2 for Jishnu. 2 million for Jishnu at this current moment. Abhiyang says he's out. So we've got currently the bid at 2 million for Philip Coutinho. Do I see a 2.5 from somebody? Do I see a 2.5 from somebody? Or does the player go to APS for 2 million?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coutinho is sold to APS for 2 million. Coutinho is sold to APS for 2 million. Okay, do we see a bid for our next player? Do we see a bid? Yes, we do. Ninad's coming with 1 million. Ninad has come in with 1 million for Kingsley Coman. 92 pace, 86 dribbling. Pretty good aspects for a FIFA game. 1.2 from Jishnu. Thank you. We got a 1.2 million bid from Jishnu. Do I see a 1.4? Do I see a 1.4? Jishnu currently has the bid at 1.2. I do not see a 1.4. 1.2 million from Jishnu. Do I see a 1.4 from anybody as the clock runs down?
10,
Less than 10 seconds, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold.
Done. He's done. He is going to APS for 1.2. APS now have Coutinho and Kingsley Coman, both from Bayern Munich. APS doing some really good deals. And in the beginning of slot 2 of phase 2, do I see a bid for our next player? Do I see a bid for our next player? Who is Edison Cavani? Was bought and then released. He's back in the auction in phase 2. 88 rated striker. Do I see a bid of 1 million for the player? Nino, thank you. Nino's coming with 1 million for the player. Thank you, Nino. Thank you for coming in. Do I see a 1.2 million bid for Edison Cavani? Do I see a 1.2 million bid for Edison Cavani, or will the player go at base price to HC?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold.
And it's over. It will go to HC for 1 million. Cavani goes to HC for 1 million pounds. So Cavani does find another home. Does find a home. Finally, we're down to 3 players of slot 2, guys. We're down to 3 players in slot 2. Do you have a bid for our next player? Do we have a bid for our next player? Ben Yedder from Monaco. Do we have a bid for our striker? Do we have a bid? Rohan Dash comes in with 1 million. Thank you, Rohan. Who is Sanket? Hello, Sanket. How nice to meet you. Rohan Dash with 1 million. Do I see a 1.2? Is Sanket the friend of yours, Janush? That's what you're saying. We have Rohan Dash with 1 million at this current moment. Do I see a 1.2? The player is sold to DIB for 1 million. Ben Yedder is sold to DIB for 1 million. Two players, and they're pretty big players. Paulo Dybala and Gareth Bale are the 2 players left. Let's see who comes first. Do I see a bid? Do I see an opening bid for Gareth Bale? Yasha with 1 million. Abhyang, sorry. Yasha came in with 1. You'll have to bid 1.2 million for Gareth Bale. You'll have to bid 1.2 million. You have to bid 1.2 million for Gareth Bale. The current bids with Yasha at 1 million. 1.2 from Abhyang. We got a 1.2 from Abhyang. Thank you, Abhyang. A 1.2 million from Abhyang. Do I see a 1.4 from Yasha? Do I see a 1.4 from Yasha? The bid currently is at 1.2 with Abhyang from MAL for Gareth Bale. 50 seconds left. The bid still at Yasha with 1.4. We got Yasha with 1.4. Abhyang straight away with 1.6. Thank you, Abhyang. We got Abhyang straight in with 1.6. Abhiyang Chaudhary is coming straight in with a 1.6. Do I see a 1.8 from Yash Shah? Or does the bid stay with Abhiyang Chaudhary at 1.6? Less than 15 seconds. Yash Shah is coming with 1.8. Abhiyang Yash Shah is coming with 1.8. Do you want to make it 2 million? Would you like to make it 2 million? Yes, he does. Abhiyang Chaudhary made it 2 million. Do I see a 2.5 now from somebody? Abhiyang has got Gareth Bale at this current moment at 2 million. That is the standing bid. Do I see a 2.5 million for Gareth Bale? I do not see a bid of 2.5. Yasha says he's out. So the bid stays at Abhiyang for 2. Does anybody else want to bid 2.5 as the clock runs down?
He's sold.
He is sold. He is sold. He is sold to MAL for 2 million. He is sold to MAL for 2 million. Well done, my team. Very well done. Gareth Bale goes to MAL for 2 million. And now, as you can see, the last player, we have the last player, a player who did have coronavirus. He did actually he did have coronavirus, didn't he? He does have it actually. He's recovered actually. Now, good to hear. Paulo Dybala is our last player from slot 2. Do we see a bid for Paulo Dybala? Do we see a bid for Paulo Dybala? An 88 rated center attacking midfielder can play in more positions. Has some really good. Do I see a 1 million bid for Paulo Dybala? Do I see a 1 million bid? Anybody Paulo Dybala? 1 million. I'm asking for 1 million. 1 million for Puru Verma. Puru Verma is coming. I don't know why. Puru Verma 1 million is the current bid. Do I have a 1.2 million for Paulo Dybala? Do I have a 1.2 million for Paulo Dybala? I still do not see a 1 million. If he doesn't have 1.2 million, sorry. He's going to go for base to Paulo Dybala. Do I see a 1.2? Do I see a 1.2? He's still staying at 1 million for Puru Verma.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So
The player is sold to BKR for base price 1 million. Well, that was a shocker. And so we end slot 2 from our phase 2. Janusz said he needs to set up phase 2. Janusz, are you okay with setting it up right now, or do you want to do it tomorrow?
no, I can set it up right now. We can do slot 3 and 4 at least because they have 6 short players in that.
Okay, so let's all give about 10 minutes. How about 10 minutes? Let's just wait for 10 minutes and then we can continue with this. So just let's do it. Let's do it. If Janu says he can do it in 10 minutes, we can get everything ready. Is there anybody else who's not going to be free in 10 minutes? Because if you say so, then Janu doesn't need to work. Janu doesn't need to do some extra work if nobody's going to be free at the end. So if there's anybody who says they cannot, okay, we got tomorrow. We got 2 people coming in with tomorrow. So Janusz, you can rest. Let's finish. We'll finish it off with this slot. We'll come back tomorrow with the rest. Is that alright, Janusz?
Okay, so we are done for today.
We're done for today. Tomorrow, we'll decide the timings for tomorrow for the auction. We want to complete it in one go if possible. So thank you, Janusz. Thank you for doing this at 10:30. We will see you. We will see you the rest of the players tomorrow, guys. Good night.
Okay, Ayush, can you do one thing for me? So,
Sure, man, बोल.
आज का जो सेशन अभी जो था उस
Okay. So take so this is the pura from the goalkeepers or just slot 2? Okay. Should I start or should I do it one by one? Yeah, I have a photo. I'll just send you the photo. Okay? I'll just send it to you. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. Just send it to you on WhatsApp, Janusz. have any difficulties in understanding something, let me know. I'll correct that. I'll sort it out for you. Okay? But every single player who was sold, even the unsold ones, are written over there.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love.